So we're looking at Shark Attack, Song 8 in the Delaware Cookbook for the low brass instruments. That's baritone and trombone. I've grouped together baritone and trombone because they both read bass clef and they both play the same notes. So here's what Shark Attack's going to sound like on baritone. Here's what Shark Attack is going to sound like on trombone. Now, the first note of Shark Attack is D. And in fact, there's only two notes in this song, D or an E flat, okay? The first note is a D, and you have to make sure you hold that D for 4 entire beats because it's a whole note. D is 4th position on the trombone. For baritone, it's going to be the 1st and 2nd valve down. And then it goes to an E flat quarter note. E flat is 3rd position on the trombone or 1st valve on the baritone. So here's what the first two measures sound like on trombone. We're starting at 4th position D and then going to E flat. And again, make sure that whole note gets 4 entire beats. Here's what it sounds like on the baritone. 1st and 2nd valve for D, then the 1st valve for the E flat. Make sure your whole notes, you're counting to 4 in your head for these whole notes. And if you notice, box 3 and box 4 is the same as box 1 and box 2. Whole note D, quarter note E flat. Whole note D, quarter note E flat. Now, regardless of whether you're playing baritone or trombone, make sure you're always taking a nice big breath before you start. That's going to give you a full sound or a full tone. Also, make sure you're using that two-tongue to give that sound focus. Breathe, buzz, tongue. Now, let's look at box 5 and box 6 because they're the same thing. The rhythm's a little bit different. We're starting with a D half note. That means this note is only going to get 2 beats. Then we follow it with the E flat quarter note. So it's going to sound like this. D, E flat, rest. D, E flat, rest. If I were to play it on the baritone, it's going to sound like this. Remember, D is the 1st and 2nd valve. E flat is the 1st valve. Before you play, you got to take that nice big breath, or you might not start on the D. And the last part, 7, 8, and 9, is just rotating between D and E flat. D, E flat, D, E flat, D, E flat, D, E flat, D. But again, make sure you put a good tongue on every single note. Here's what 7, 8, and 9 sound like. So, once again, here's Shark Attack on baritone. Making sure we get 4 beats for your whole notes, 2 beats for your half notes. Remember how important it is to start on the D note. Once again, here's what Shark Attack is going to sound like on trombone. D is going to be our 4th position. E flat, 3rd position. Just like the baritone, start with a nice big breath. All right, breathe, buzz, and tongue. Again, it's so important to make sure you start on the first note, that D. If your lips are too loose, you're going to get that note. That's not what we want. If your lips are too tight, you're going to overshoot the note just right.